Come to me, find me organically. It's stressful. Let me stay delusional about that for a little bit longer, please. Okay, good morning. It is almost 6 a.m. I have a photo shoot in an hour and a half. I'm gonna try and get ready pretty quickly. Thankfully, my hair is mostly done. I just have to, unwrap it and do some finishing touches. But let's do my face. I'm gonna try and keep it pretty low key, do like a tinted sunscreen and not do like too much crazy stuff. But anyway, I thought I might take some time to do like a little life update, nothing like major, but it's been a minute. So let's get into it as I get ready. Last time I gave a life update, I was thinking about going back to college. That did not happen, thank goodness. I actually got in touch with Dr. Spencer Nadolski, who is an obesity specialist, but he owns a clinic, an online GLP-1 clinic called Vineyard. I told him how I was a social media manager and looking for work, and he was like, well, I've got plenty of work for you. Come work for me. So I now work part-time at Vineyard as the social media manager, and I also help with some marketing and influencer stuff. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm also really grateful for some consistent income, and I can kind of breathe. Yeah, I was unemployed for about 6 months there, and so it was getting a little scary, a little worrisome. I was applying like crazy and just wasn't hearing back. I think it's really tough when you're looking for remote work because everyone wants to work remote, so a lot of us are fighting for the same jobs. So thankfully I get to put that on pause, and I'm just taking this time where I have this consistent income from Vineyard to focus on that, and also I can focus on FlyForAGinger and hopefully get back into making regular YouTube videos, because I've been slacking there for sure. But basically, if I could get my YouTube monetized, I don't know if I've built this up in my head, but I feel like that would solve some problems. I'm probably making that up in my head. That's probably not correct. But like, that's my latest hyperfixation is monetizing my YouTube and hoping it'll solve some problems. Let me stay delusional about that for a little bit longer, please. I'm not ready to come to the realization that it's not the answer to everything. Brand deals have been few and far between. I don't pitch brands. It's a lot of work, and in my experience, it's a lot of no's. I also don't have any management or anything, so I don't have anyone pitching on my behalf. I'm just a siren. I'm like, come to me, find me organically. Slide in my DMs and my email, which has worked for me in the past. Like, that's how I get a majority of my brand deals, is they just find me and reach out to me. So again, living in my delusion. Thank you. Yeah, that's my kind of big major updates, really. I'm really grateful that I didn't feel like I had to go back to school. It's a lot of work. I didn't necessarily thrive in college. That's when I was going through like a lot of medical issues all at once. I had cysts on my ovaries. I was trying to figure out what was going on with my PCOS, insulin resistance, and not really getting many answers, even when I went to like an endocrinologist and they were like, oh no, you're fine. And I'm like, that's not what I want to hear. I kind of want some answers about what's going on with my body. I got kidney stones. I was like being tested for like everything from like Crohn's to, I just like all the things, and nothing was really coming back with any answers. So eventually I dropped out of university. I moved back to Evanston, Wyoming was where I was kind of living at the time, but I was going to college in Laramie. Moved back to Evanston, not even with my dad, who I was originally living with. I think part of it was, I was embarrassed. I was just not happy living there. So my mom was living here in San Diego at the time, and she was like, let me just get you a one-way ticket and you come live out here. And the rest is history. I've been here since then. That was like 2012. I did try to go back to college while I was here, and it never took until I did online classes to finish up my associates. That's where I'm at. All I have right now is my associates, and that's why when I was looking for jobs, I felt like I needed the next thing, because that's what everyone's looking for, but I don't want to do that.
Who wants to do that?
Speaking of ovaries, ovarian cysts and all that, PCOS, whatever, I've been dealing with some crazy cramps lately. So, which I shouldn't be because I have an IUD. So I shouldn't be having like my period at all. However, it's coming up on like 5-ish years of having it. And I'm on my old job's health insurance until the end of the year. So I'm like, well, let's just get all the things checked up. And if the IUD is getting old and causing problems, let's switch it out now, because I know this insurance is really good and I don't know, because I'll probably switch over to my husband's insurance once this one runs out. And we don't quite know what that's going to look like coverage wise. So I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous about what all my medications are going to cost, because I'm on a biologic for my psoriasis. I added Wellbutrin onto my Zoloft, so I'm on 2 different antidepressants, and I am on Mounjaro. And you know, Mounjaro could be very expensive if the coverage for my next health insurance, if it's not as good. Right now I'm paying $25 a month, which is amazing, and I'm very grateful for that. So I'm like trying to get all the things checked up. I'm like doing all the work I need on my teeth. I went and did a sleep study to get another CPAP because that's 5 years old. I'm doing a lot of maintenance right now. Let's get all of the things done and squeeze everything I can out of this insurance while I have it. I also got new glasses. I don't know if that would be the motivator for me to either push for full-time at my current job or look for a different job that is full-time. I'm just really liking the freedom that I have right now with only working part-time for a job and then having all this extra time for myself, because I can go and do photo shoots like I'm doing today, and I can go to all of these doctor's appointments that I'm making. It has been really nice. I think the dream situation, I don't even know if the dream situation would be to have enough work like for FlyForAGinger full time. It just makes me nervous because it's so inconsistent with like brand deals and stuff. I feel like dream situation would be that it was consistent income and I was making decent money to just do that full time. But my more realistic dream scenario would be that I could make decent money with a part-time job and the rest of the time work FlyForAGinger, just because the income that I can make with FlyForAGinger, there's like no cap to it, but there's definitely a minimum. I could be making 0, which thankfully has not been the case, but it has been smaller amounts most months. So it's tough because every now and again I get a big job and that's awesome. But then for many, many months, it's not a lot. It's mostly like affiliate income that I get consistently, and it's not a lot. It's not. It's stressful. A friend of mine who's a web developer is helping me with my blog. So that is getting a facelift. We've been working on it for a little while now. I have like over 300 blogs on my on my blog, FlyForAGinger.com. And so it's been a lot of work to get all those blogs transferred because I'm going from WordPress over to Squarespace. And so it's totally different formatting. So I have to do it all one by one. And a lot of them were not formatted well for like SEO because I was just throwing up blog posts to have something up there. So they're not great. So they all needed facelifts. So that's been incredibly time consuming. So again, another reason why it's been great to only be working part-time, because I have all this extra time to pour into my blog.
Oh.
I did not realize I ordered like a bright red. That's insane. Okay, I'm gonna have to use very little of this. Sorry, this is new to me, so like I just got this blush. Woohoo! Wow. Okay, I'm glad I used very little. That's very pigmented. I thought I went with like a more corally blush, but I guess not. Where was I? Oh yeah, the blog. Oh, it's gonna look so beautiful. And I'm gonna have basically a catalog of products so that I can link them in my blog posts and do kind of like on LTK where you can put like a photo of your outfit and yourself and link all of the products to what you're wearing. I'm going to basically recreate that on my blog and send people there to shop because LTK doesn't have every retailer ever. And I've actually found that ShopMy, which is another affiliate website, they actually have a lot more brands and or higher commission over there. And so I don't want to like link things to all these different sites, and it's a lot of work. And I was using like ManyChat but it was like a whole bunch of links. It was a mess. So I'm going to send people to my blog, which is good for blog traffic anyway. And I'm just really excited for that. It's taking us some time to get it ready to launch, but I'm hoping September. It was meant to be this month in August, but it's looking probably more like September. Did I fuck that up? No, I think that was fine. It's kind of like a rebrand a little bit, really embracing the femininity, the whimsy, the extraness that I'm enjoying lately. Growing up plus size, the options were very limited for fashion, and now I have access to things like Selkie or Jessica that carry my size, and they're really cute styles that I have just never been able to explore and play with before growing up. So it's been indulgent, and like I just always thought I enjoyed a more casual vibe. But now that I have access to other things that are fancier, I'm enjoying that. And so it's kind of like a new chapter. So I wanted my blog to represent that, especially since my blog, the way I had it, was I built it all, and it was not very functional, not very cute. It was just bare minimum. And so this is going to be good. I will definitely be sharing more about that once I have more details to share. But for right now, it's just like a coming soon web page, while in the background I load up blogs and products into the product catalog. I'm also working on something very exciting. I don't want to share too much, but basically it'll be a way to search, like a sortable table of all plus size brands or brands that carry plus sizes, and you'll be able to sort it by like type of brand, the pricing, and like the sizing that they offer. I haven't necessarily seen that before, at least not in the way that I'm going to be doing it, and it's going to look so beautiful. It has like a special name for it. I mean, I bought the website for it, so, but I don't want to share yet. I don't want to share too much. It's exciting, and it's coming soon. That's it for the face. Oh, maybe freckles. So I definitely have a lot going on, and again, wanting to do a little better at consistent YouTube videos. But to be honest, like, the editing of these YouTube videos is the bane of my existence. I hate it so much. I'm not good at it. It takes me forever, and I wish that I was making enough money to pay someone else to do it. But for right now, it's still all up to me. And you know, I don't know that I'm a perfectionist, but sometimes I guess talk myself out of stuff because it doesn't feel good enough. And so I guess in that way, it's a little bit of analysis paralysis. And so I wasn't editing the YouTube videos or posting anything. And now I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Just bare minimum edit, put it up there. It's still going to be of value to people. And then in the future, when I have either better editing skills or more money to give to someone who knows what the heck they're doing, then my content can level up. Because also, you need a baseline to grow from, right? So I guess I'm doing my future self a service by being not as good, because then it's just going to look that much better in the future.
Let's put it that way.
For eyes, I'm going to use this Sigma Spectrum palette. It's a lot of like shiny neutrals going on here. I'm doing like a bunch of Selkie dresses with different vibes, so I don't want to like lock myself into a specific themed palette other than, I don't know, neutrals. My life is covered in cat hair these days. My cat Ripley I love her, and I love that she's wanting to spend more time with me and in my studio, but my goodness, her hair is everywhere. She was definitely a lot more antisocial when we had our other cat, Grady, but he passed away, unfortunately, and I think that means her personality has been coming out a little bit more, or she's lonely because she's definitely needing more attention, spending more time with me and Corey. She's even come into the bedroom sometimes and like laid on the bed. I think some of that's just because she wants something, but she never used to do that before. I think she probably got enough attention when Grady was here, and Grady was also very demanding about like treats and food, so she never really had to speak up for those things. And she always has had this like really soft meow that's more like a mew, sometimes like a chirp even. And she's starting to find her voice, that one. She has started learning to actually meow, and it's very cute. And also, like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to go all out crazy on me. I get it. You want something. She will get in my face. She has like stabbed me in the eye with her tail before. So she makes her presence known for sure. I don't think she meant to like flick it in my eye, but she was demanding something and I wasn't giving it to her promptly enough. So she flicked her tail at me. And you know what? As a dog person, it's been honestly difficult to learn cat for me because they have just such a different language. I'm used to a dog just being very obviously wagging its tail because it's happy to see you, whereas with a cat, if it's flicking its tail, it's annoyed. I've had to ask my husband a lot, like, what does this mean? What is she trying to tell me? Because she also at one point was kind of biting me, like not biting me, but she like went after my hands, and he was like, well, you're not giving her what she wants. And I'm trying all of the things. I'm patting her butt, which is what she seems to always want. I tried scratching her head. I tried this, I tried that. And it's like, well, maybe she wants to play. And it seems like that is actually the answer. And when all else fails, she's actually telling me that she wants me to play with her. So I've added that in. And that seems to help when I can't figure out what she wants. I just play with her. It sounds like I'm such a neglectful, like, cat parent, but for the most part, she just does her own thing and she doesn't want to be, you know, bothered by other people. So I guess when she wants to play, she wants to play, and she wants you to do it promptly. And my dog Moose definitely does get a little bit jealous. He's been my solo dog. When I first got him, I was with someone who had a dog. Like, he was always my dog from the very beginning. He globbed onto me. I was, you know, his mom from the second I took him from the adoption center, and we had lived with roommates who had other animals, but for a very long time before I met Corey, Moose was like the only animal around in my life, so he got very used to that. So it was definitely a bit of a transition to get him used to the cats. He actually started to get real close with Grady before Grady passed. That would, like, they would hang out on the bed together. Grady would come up for snuggles and Moose would be okay with it. And Ripley, again, she was like very much to herself, so there wasn't really any issues. But now that Ripley has been demanding more of my attention, I think Moose has been getting a little jealous, and then she has hissed at him a couple times. There hasn't been like a whole, like, she's definitely swatted him once or twice, but nothing too crazy. So I think they'll be okay, but I don't think I would ever add another animal, especially while I have Moose. Maybe in the future, if Moose is gone, we might add another animal. I also wouldn't want to add another cat while we have Ripley because she's still somewhat of an outside cat, and I don't like that. I would want an indoor cat. It freaks me out. Grady was hit by a car, and so once that happened, I no longer allowed Ripley to go out at night. I would prefer that she is an indoor cat, but we have a magnetic door thing on the back door so that Moose can go to the bathroom whenever, which makes it really easy if we, you know, need to leave for hours at a time or whatever. He can go to the bathroom whenever he needs to. So that's just like way too convenient. So I think if Moose was gone and Ripley was gone, then I'd consider like another cat and keep it totally indoor, which is hard. You know, I've got an itch to get more animals all the time, especially because I feel like Ripley would really love having company, another companion, but I just don't want, like, she won't want to. I need to turn my air on. I'm sweating. She won't want to turn into a fully indoor cat, and I won't want to close the back door. Like, keeping Ripley from being unable to go out the door, it's not possible. It wouldn't happen. I think I want like a lighter gold for the inner corners. Ooh, I waited way too long to put that air on. I am sweating. You know, if the universe gave us a cat, I would be open to that, but I'm not going after it. I'm not trying to find a cat, even though every fiber of my being wants another animal. But also when like we go travel and stuff, it's, you know, the less animals, the easier it is. I'm gonna try this Tarte lip stain liner. Is it supposed to just be a liner? I'm probably just gonna use it for my whole lip. Use precision tip to line and define lips, then top with your favorite juicy lip. Oh, okay, so it is meant to be a liner. Fine. Ooh, okay. It's very neutral. Let me see. I feel like I have a glittery gloss that would work really well for this. Actually, let me do this. I think this would work really well. This is color Mariposa. Got it on my tooth. Well, there's my cat. Hi! There's not really room for you here. You want to come over here? There you go. Cute. Okay, I need lashes. I'm gonna line under my lashes. Hi, I see you. Ooh, she needs to be sharpened. See, she's flicking her tail at me. She wants to be petted, I assume. Was that a meow? Or was that children? I can't tell. Okay. Yes, oh, give me the booty pats. Oh, Miss Wibby. You want to say hi to the audience? Say hi to the people? What time is it? Let's see. 6:30? Okay, I got plenty of time. You're so silly. You're so silly. Okay. Lashes. Oh, Miss Woody. Corey and I do have a fun trip coming up. We are going to Boston in about a month and a half-ish. That is where I've got my mom's side of the family. Well, like super close relatives, not like extended family. Although we've got like her friends that we consider family that have been in my life since I was a kid. So in that case, I do have some like aunts and uncles that I'll be seeing when I'm there. And we just got the hotel and the car booked, and we've had the flights booked, but we now need to figure out what the heck we're going to do there. I know Corey likes a museum, and I don't know that we've ever been to one together, to be honest. Maybe one. But I want to take him to I think it's the Isabella something Gardner Museum. I forget her middle name, or the other name. I've been there before, and I know my brother would definitely want to go with us and take my niece and make a cute little trip out of it. So I want to take Corey there. I definitely want to go to Salem, probably New Hampshire at some point, maybe Cape Cod. We got a lot of things I want to do. Honestly, my motivation and the things I like to do when I'm traveling are just like, take me to pretty places so I can take content. So we definitely need to find stuff that he wants to do to make up for the fact I planned the trip around me. He actually has really enjoyed looking on like Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp for board games. His hobby is board games, and he loves a good deal. So hunting for those is like a sport for him. He's already found some that he wants, and hopefully they're available when we get out there. We've also done like, thrifting and antiquing on our vacations. He seems to really like that. He has found board games before when we went thrifting for like a really good price. So that's really fun for him, hunting for a deal. Otherwise, hang out with family, go out to eat, take photos. That's my kind of vacation. Oh my goodness. You can't come, Whippy. I'm sorry. No kitty cats. Thankfully, we do have Corey's family, a brother, sister, and their families here in San Diego. So when we go out of town, his sister does help take care of, well, the cats, but now just Ripley. I think Grady passed away after our last trip. So I think, did he? I can't remember. No, maybe it was before. I can't remember. I know the trip was in late February for Corey's birthday, and Grady passed away in February. So you know what? It might have been right before. But yeah, just the one cat makes it easy. And then I have my friends watch Moose, because he's a special boy and he needs attention and snuggles and stuff like that. He's such a cutie pie that I have plenty of people offering to watch him for me. So I love that. Okay. I think that's the face. Let's top it off with some setting spray. She's stinky, but she works. Same. Speaking of, I think I need to go take a shit. So I'll be right back.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay. Yeah, I have like 20 minutes to finish getting ready. So let's speed this up a little bit. I'm gonna try Frizz and Fly Away Taming Wand by IGK. It basically looks like mascara, but it's like kind of glue-like for your hair. So I'm gonna give this a whirl. And honestly, I don't think I have a lot of storage space on my camera anyway. Oh, I forgot the wide angle lens. It's fine. Everything's fine. All right, let's take this out. Ooh. I love that. That looks so good. Oh yeah. Look at those ringlets. Oh, that looks so good. And it's so easy. You just set it and forget it overnight. I should probably, you know what I should do? I should spray hairspray on this. Because with my look, it's going to be like humid and it's going to get frizzy. So let's get ahead of that. Oh yeah, much better. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it. I gotta go. Bye, love you.